Okay, let's see how to add our own cursor on a web page. There are two ways we can do it. First is using just CSS and second requires JavaScript. So the first method is very simple. We just need to add the cursor property with the URL function. As you can see, it has changed the cursor on our web page. Always make sure that you add a fallback value or else it won't work. And also make sure that your image is around 30 pixels in size. So that's how we can add our own cursor using CSS. Now let's see how to do it with JavaScript. So what we are going to do is add our cursor's image as an HTML element and then use JavaScript to move it along with the cursor. So first we will add an image tag and specify the cursor's URL using the source attribute. We will also add a cursor class that we will use to get this image in JavaScript. So we have got the cursor's image on our web page. So now we just need to make it move along with the mouse using JavaScript. We first need to get the cursor's image using the query selector. Then add an event listener on the document which we will use to change our cursor's position whenever we move the mouse. We will use the mouse move event and pass a callback function. Now to move the cursor's image we will use the transform property. We want to move the cursor's image where our mouse is, and for that we first need to get the mouse position. To get the position of the mouse we can use the event object. It has two properties called client X and client Y. These two properties provides us the X and Y coordinate of the mouse. So we will pass those two properties to the translate function. Now our cursor's image is following the mouse, but we still have some issues here. The cursor's image stays on the page when we take the mouse outside the page. We want this image to appear only when the mouse is inside the page. So now let's see how to fix that. First we need to give our cursor's image a display of none. Then we will give it a fixed position so that it doesn't take that extra space on the top of the page. At last we will give it a pointer event property with none value. If you don't add this pointer events property, then you won't be able to click on anything. So make sure you add it. Now in the script file, we will add a mouse enter event listener that will change the display property of the image back to block whenever we enter the document. We will also add a mouse leave event listener which will change the image's display to none. And at last we just need to remove this default cursor. For that we can add a cursor property with none value. And that's it. These were the two ways you can add your own cursor on a website.